Who you proven to besides yourself? When you're with yourself, you got your whole life to do it.
Welcome back, guys, to another video. We are throwing into this rapper called NLE Choppa. That's something mostly important for his success and the way and the skills he take to run from ground zero to top level and going the most basic part of the movie.
What's good?
So, baby, you good?
Man,
Nice to
good.
meet you,
Pleasure
man.
to meet you.
Such a pleasure, dog.
I told my aunt growing up, and I grew up on the south side of Chicago, well, I'm not gonna work for anybody. I'm gonna work for myself. Just by watching all the different things that I grew up seeing and how difficult it was for them to be able to, you know, have children, raise children, and do all those types of things, and still having to work for other people and the way in which they treated you and all those types of stuff. So I basically formatted myself to make sure that I stayed on that path, and I own several businesses and I work for myself.
I love it.
And the same thing I'm trying to teach him and the rest of our crew.
I'm a huge fan of you, too.
Thank you, my dude.
Work on Instagram.
Thank you, my guy.
That's how you educate people.
The feeling's mutual, my man. You got real talent.
Thank you, man.
And I see how you're moving. It makes a lot more sense.
Yeah.
Now I understand. Real talk. It is what your foundations are. That's amazing, bro. You're really in a moment, too. Bro, that's huge.
That's dope, man. I feel like it's all about, just being in your waiting season. Praying every day, just standing on your morals and just waiting to, your fruits of labor come. I feel like 2023, God was briefly like giving me the appetizer. And now 2024 is like, I know exactly how I need to do it, when I need to do it.
And wait till I tell you this. You're going to wake up in 2028 and you're going to laugh at this video. Here's why. At 25, I was like, I know exactly, and I did. I built businesses, I was killing it. But then when I was 30, I was like, damn, 2025 me didn't know shit. And like when I sit here at 40, like I love hearing that, and it's true. You're gonna annihilate this. And bro, on some real shit, it's a blessing when you don't check off some of those at the exact age, because that pressure of like, I gotta do this by this, it's good. There's ambition in it. It's always great to have a plan, that's always right. But giving yourself that grace when you don't hit this thing and you hit it 3 years later or 7. The only thing that can fuck someone up with the kind of level of talent you have, and now I understand like the real support system, the framework, is lack of patience. Patience just comes from insecurity. That means doing it for someone else. Who you proven to besides yourself? When you're with yourself, you got your whole life to do it. What's crazy is when we were growing up, it seemed like what you're doing was a young man's game. You got fuckers out here 50 years old, still making shit happen. We pay attention to battling each other and shit, you know?
Yeah, man. It's funny too, cause like, planning always, like me, I've never been the best planner. Like I could plan, but sometimes things just go how God wanted to go. But,
He's got the actual plan.
Yeah, he does. It was funny though, I was 15 and I made a 5-year plan with self. Like I made a promise to myself. When I was under oath with the Most High, I was pretty much saying like where I wanted to be in 5 years by the time I'm 20. I was at the time of my life where I knew I was 15 and I knew like, okay, if I don't get my shit together now, I may be leading down a road that's not, best for me. And, it was a lot of days I felt I wasn't being the best child to give my mama the best piece.
Of course.
So, I sat down on my...
That's part of the 15-year-old journey though.
Yeah.
There's a part of that.
I sat down with myself. I didn't tell anybody this. I just made like a plan with myself. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to bet on me in 5 years. I'm going to see where it can take me and see can I, relieve her of all the stress and the tears I've already gave her when I was that age.
Give her happy tears now instead.
And I made a 5-year plan at 15 and, I crushed it and then some in a year. So by that next year when I turned 16, I ended up blowing up and stuff. So,
bro, I've seen it. Obviously we watch. We're moving the way we're moving. It's been a joy to watch you build. You got real talent.
Appreciate it, man.
What are y'all thinking about now? Anything top of mind? I mean, the shoe's gonna go crazy. That's already done. You've already done the work, but that shit's gonna go crazy.
Bigger picture around just like people like yourself and like tired of coming in to help rise.
Yeah.
Push
The good news is that's exactly right. It's always people. I would say this. First, me, Tyler, Boyd, like we're 24/7 available. I DM'd you yesterday to say what's up. Like you can hit us up anytime. Like for real. That's how we roll. Two, what I'm always gonna wanna know is what you would like to happen and why. Too many people don't ask the why. We wanna do this. That makes sense. Like I know the 30 things you might be thinking about. They're all the things we all know.
I mean, the most important why to me is to help other people.
Well, great. Then you need to keep doing exactly what you're doing. Keep making content at scale because you're a good fucking kid, but you're cool as fuck to all of them. And it's just like what I try to do. Like once I realized, I'm like, oh fuck, people fuck with me like that. Like let me pump real good shit in these kids while they think I'm cool. You know what I mean? And you have such a voice and such an opportunity. That's just you communicating.
Yeah. Easy money.
I agree. And by the way, that's the selfless part of you, and I love you for that. And you should, like every other human, have the selfish part. You're trying to build shit. And as those come along, you know, I'm in a very fortunate spot, and you'll meet others that are as well, like happy to point you in the right direction, introduce you to the right people. But the thing I'm gonna wanna know is like, why do you wanna do your own beverage? Why do you wanna be in real estate? Like, you know, like there's always money, there's building. I like that, I'm an entrepreneur. To me, it's like sports, right? Business like sports. Like why? I don't know. Why would you play basketball and not try to score 80 points in a game? Like why not? But I think where you will win is when you really like love it enough that you like force it through. Too many people try to diversify or build up or build their empire, but they're doing it because they think it's the right thing to do.
We mostly do things that feel right and that's,
Love it.
And that lines with
Stay in there. Stay in there.
that lines with our character.
Yeah.
So for instance, I was real big on community service, philanthropy work. We've started a nonprofit organization. We do a lot of things with kids and children. He did an NLE Choppa reading challenge.
I saw that.
School, and they read over 41 million words last year.
Love. It's beautiful. That stuff I've been seeing from afar and hearing it you articulate, it makes a lot of sense. My reference is like, there's gonna be so many business opportunities in front of you. Pick stuff that like, I'll use real estate because it's one that comes up a lot.
She's a great realtor.
Yeah, beautiful. So even
60-some properties.
to me, that means you like it and it's interesting to you. I see a lot of people are like, I'm gonna do real estate because it's smart. I'm like, real estate is smart, but do you love it? Because if you love fashion, you're gonna spend 18 hours a day trying to build a fashion brand, whereas with real estate, you might hand that off to a person. So that's the stuff I'm talking about. You know what I mean? The stuff that you fuck with.
Chasing the money. Chasing
Yeah, and being real creative, like it's cliche to like music, sports, you know, like food, fashion, but there might be some random ass shit that you really fuck with that's like left field and it's not popping yet, but you have the platform and the communication ability to make it pop.
Yeah, 100%.
Like I'll give you mine. I was passionate about going garage selling and buying shit and flipping it. That shit wasn't cool, but it was real to me and I made those videos and I knew it could help people and then it became cooler. But it was in me. Bro, you're in the beginning of your journey, let alone you. You know? So you guys